She'd cut out my tongue. Clots of blood ran down the back of my throat, and pain shot through me like a lightning strike. She'd propped me up in a corner across from the Baikal's gods. Blood blackened the front of my tunic. Bruises marred my body where she'd held me. I felt like a broken doll. 2 long pieces of stalk sat beside me. It was all I could consume, a sign of how my life would be from now on. She sat by the idol of her god, surrounded by stacks of bones, her ancestors and mine. Her globes were dim specks of light, like a constellation dangling around her chest. Her hands were out in supplication, but in the Baikal way, on the floor, palms up. It was the only way to get a Baikal to bow their head to anyone. Arrogant, the lot of them. All of them. Even Hendar. Especially Hendar. As I sat in the darkness of my corner, surrounded by the stone art of my people, with their bodies and limbs depicted in expertly cut stones, I hated her. She'd shattered my safety. My protector had become a monster. I hated myself for ever having thought of her more than a brute. I even hated my mother, who had wanted me to be better than she was, who'd never declared me, who'd let all this happen. These giants had taken everything from me, and I had only ever given them all of me. Starting with Hendar, who had taken me from my Pyrrhic sacrifice and put me in a cage. He'd made me feel so glad to be safe. What a coward I'd been, my hands balled up into fists.